you're ready for countertops, it's important to have your sinks picked out ahead of time so that the fabricators can make the proper cutouts. We're working with 2 sinks. One is stainless steel for the kitchen, and the other is for the powder room, and that's going to be a vitreous china sink. Both of these sinks are undermount, which means they'll be attached to the countertops from underneath. That'll leave the edges of the stone exposed, which will then get polished during fabrication. It starts with a template for each top, and Corey Clevin has a laser system that can lay out even the most complicated pieces quickly and accurately. That's crucial because you want to have all the cutting and finishing done to the exact measurements at the fabrication shop so that the countertops slide in without a whole lot of scribing and tweaking to make them fit. It used to be a job in itself, cutting and gluing plywood strips to form each template, so this really streamlines the process.
I don't know how we could even survive doing that anymore. Technology's come so far.
The laser is hooked up to a computer, and after it shoots a certain number of points, it creates a template for each top, just like it did in a previous project for us. So Corey, do you want to walk through the main steps of how you are starting your measure here, starting with finding the points on your countertop?
Sure. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a digital template of this kitchen.
Okay.
I'm going to use this laser templating device, and I'm going to take readings of all the wall surfaces and all of the cabinet fronts. I'm going to do that by placing target blocks around the kitchen that I can shoot this laser against and get some readings.
Okay.
Along the back walls, I'm going to be taking a reading of the actual wall about every 4 to 6 inches,
Okay.
because as you know, most walls aren't perfectly straight.
Right.
And that way we can allow for that. In this situation, I'm unable to shoot the back side of this panel.
Okay.
So I offset a measurement of 36 inches at the front of this panel and at the back of the panel.
Okay.
I then shoot a line across here with my laser. Then I offset that back 36 inches to get my surface.
So you can get that hidden corner there.
Absolutely.
And I've noticed too that you're using a couple different types of markers.
Yes, I use a wooden block type of marker that goes on the cabinet fronts and any place I can get a direct shot.
Okay.
If I have to measure to the back side of, let's say, a peninsula or an island, I have a marker that overlaps the back side of that I can shoot as well. This laser device is very similar to surveying in that the laser will shoot a beam and return to that, and that gives me a distance to any particular point. When I turn it to the next point, it gives me the degree of angle from the previous point, and that results in a digital imprint of the entire kitchen.
Excellent.
When I'm done with that, I'm going to do some drafting on my computer. I'm going to add all your overhangs, sink centers, range, and when I leave the job site, this will be a complete template.
And how do you deal with sinks? I know you can download templates for certain sinks.
Well, most sink manufacturers have templates available, and we have other templates in our library, in our facility. If there is a sink that doesn't have a template, we can create one right on site.
Now you're also doing some backsplashes for us, and so how do you go from measuring horizontally to measuring vertically?
Well, what we're going to do, because this is a full height backsplash, we are going to come in after we've set our countertops, and we are going to measure up to the upper cabinets, and we'll just use a level and straight edges to compute all of that after we've set the original tops.
Okay. Well, that'll be perfect because we do have some trim pieces that go underneath, a couple other things we need to square away before you can come back and do the backsplashes. That's going to work out great.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks for your help. It looks
Thank
really
you.
good. So this is kind of what it's going to end up looking like.